In the late 19th century, when European powers partitioned most of Africa, they recognized the Horn of Africa for its strategic importance. So these outsiders staked claims to it, leaving these monuments as stone symbols of a colonial past. In the Horn, Britain, Italy, and France joined the ancient African empire of Ethiopia in dividing up vital Somali grazing lands. For Somalia, the time is ripe for someone to lead this nomadic society, suddenly faced with intruders intent on colonizing them. Somalis are a religious people. The leader who steps forward is a Muslim teacher named Mohammed Abdullah Hassan. In 1895, Mohammed Abdullah Hassan returns to Somalia from the holy city of Mecca, bringing with him a clear vision of the power of simple faith. He is considered a Sayyid, or Holy One. The Sayyid starts denouncing his countrymen who cooperate with such colonial authorities, urging all Somalis to work together as Muslims.
If the land is your land, why aren't you its government? If Islam is your religion, why do you submit to infidel overlords?
His message inspires many to join him. They become the dervishes, a movement of devout Muslims dedicating their lives to the service of God and community. Their units repel Ethiopian soldiers who have plundered Somali villages. In 1899, the British receive a defiant letter from the Sayyid, challenging their very presence.
Now choose for yourselves. If you want war, we accept it. But if you want peace, you must pay us a protective tax.
Relations deteriorate. Britain proclaims the Sayyid to be a rebel of the empire. To the imperialist mind, his rejection of colonialism confirms his madness. Sayyid Mohammed is henceforth branded the Mad Mullah. The colonialist armies join together to break his resistance. The British mount numerous expeditions against the Somali dervishes, mobilizing a multinational force of Asians, Europeans, and other Africans. Both sides suffer heavy casualties. A stalemate results. The Mad Mullah makes headlines in Britain. The Sayyid addresses an open letter to the English people.
I wish to rule my own country and protect my own religion. We have both suffered in battle. I have no forts, no houses, no cultivated fields, no silver or gold for you to take. All you can get from me is war, nothing else. If you wish peace, go away from my country to your own.
Weary Italians and British negotiate a ceasefire with the Sayyid, allowing his dervishes a territory in the interior. They regroup and create councils to advise their guerrilla army and its civilian supporters. In 1910, Britain reluctantly withdraws her forces to the northern coast. Before leaving, arms are distributed to so-called friendly clans, thereby reigniting old rivalries. The British quickly realized their withdrawal was a mistake. They create a camel corps to patrol coastal areas. In 1913, its commander, Captain Richard Corfield, disobeys orders and leads an attack against the dervishes. Corfield is killed, his forces annihilated. Sayyid Mohammed commemorated the dervish victory with a poem.
You have died, Corfield, and are no longer in this world. A merciless journey was your portion. In that other world, tell your companions how God tried you, and say how the dervishes were like thunderbolts of a storm, rumbling and roaring.
That so-called Little War had laid the foundation for the modern Somali state and established Sayyid Mohammed as its father. Sayyid Mohammed articulated Somali beliefs with a poetic power that inspired his people.